Hello again, everybody. Welcome to another RC Bites. My name is Austin Anderson, and today I'm going to be talking to you about how your client is probably not actually a CEO and why this is even important when calculating reasonable compensation. This may come up when you're doing a reasonable compensation analysis and using the cost approach method. So let's jump right into it with an example company we have set up. Here we have Phil Dunphy, owner of Phil Dunphy Real Estate. Some details about his company. They make about $8 million in revenue every year. Phil has 15 employees and Phil does it all. Here are some of the tasks that he does for his company. He shapes the vision. He drives initiatives. He actually recruits, interviews, and trains every employee. He's managing his team. He's managing his sales operations for his realtors under him. He's also doing sales himself. He's selling and he's closing. And one thing that Phil loves to do that he refuses to give up is he actually likes to go out to a couple of properties that he owns within the business, and he likes to mow the lawn. Because of that, we need to use the cost approach, and we also need to figure out how to determine Phil's different tasks. So here we have the cost approach interview. I am in step 4, standard tasks. Now here on the right, I've specified the tasks in the last slide, mainly the maintenance, the marketing and sales, the human resources, the development and recruiting of employees. But here we have the question, is Phil a CEO or is he a general and operations manager? Now, his signature on the email he sends me says he's a CEO, but I want to make sure to get this right, because if I don't get this right, it could be very impactful to his reasonable compensation, and you'll see how impactful it is to his reasonable compensation number here in a couple of slides. So let's go through a quick exercise. We know what Phil's daily tasks are, and here I've broken down what a CEO does and what a general ops manager does when considering the reasonable compensation. Here you'll see the CEO plan, directs, and coordinates daily operations. And the big one here is that a CEO actually reports to a board of directors or similar. They have a true company structure that includes other executives such as VPs and directors. They also can extensively travel. Does Phil fit any of those? He does one, but not the others. Now for general ops manager, they also plan, direct, and coordinate all the operations. They formulate policy. They manage day-to-day operations. They do everything. They have such diverse responsibilities that it's too hard to classify what it is they're managing because they manage it all. They also can travel as well. Typically, they moderately travel instead of extensively travel. Now let's take a look and see if Phil hits any of these. Almost all of them. So in this situation, I would consider Phil, while his email signature says CEO, I would mark him as the general and or operations manager of his company. Now let's take a look at how getting this incorrectly could impact Phil. On the left, I've completed a reasonable compensation report where he's the CEO. On the right, I've completed a report where he's the general ops manager. Now, everything is exactly the same in the survey. The only difference is that managerial title. And you'll see that difference equates to about $4,000 in taxes. So it might hurt Phil's feelings, but I think that he'll be okay when you save him that $4,000. Now, in this email today, I have included that list of tasks that are associated with a CEO and with a general manager. If you ever have questions about what to go with, I would recommend that you reference that document, or you're always welcome to contact me. Here's my email address, my phone number. If you have questions about this or anything else, I'm always here, always available to help to make sure that you get the most out of RC Reports. Thanks everyone for joining me again today, and hopefully we'll see you next week. Have a great day.